Hello, and thanks for stopping by the first episode of the Pop Box. I'm Super Geek Chad, and on today's episode, we find out if these pops are the ones you're looking for. For those of you that don't know, there's another Star Wars movie coming out, which of course means more Star Wars toys! Since 1978, Star Wars has been a merchandising juggernaut. In just the time span between 1978 and 1985, over 300 million Star Wars action figures have been sold. And they laughed at George Lucas for wanting to keep the merchandising rights. Too bad he doesn't always have that much foresight.
No, not really, no.
More recently, Force Friday released a multitude of Star Wars merchandise across multiple retailers like Best Buy, Toys R Us, and Target to celebrate the upcoming movie Star Wars: The Force Awakens. What was Force Friday like at retail stores? Well, it went a little something like this.
Run! It's a stampede! It's a game!
Joking aside, many people were upset when they came to find empty store shelves when all they wanted was some of that sweet, sweet Star Wars swag. But seeing as we're on a show called The Pop Stop, let's get into what you're actually here for. The Star Wars Force Awakens pop figures, and boy, we got a lot to go through. This pop line had more retail exclusives than most people would even know about, unless they were on forums and collector groups. Not saying I do that sort of thing. So let's go through these one by one as we ready our collecting battle stations.
Commence primary ignition.
Up first, we have Rey, who has two versions, both of which we have seen in the Force Awakens teaser trailer. The main difference between these two seems to be the headgear, which also seems to be a theme with this line of pops. The headgear version is a Hot Topic exclusive and seems to be a little bit in short supply. Funny story, I was actually at a Hot Topic to get the Rey exclusive when a guy behind me was looking for one. I told him where they were, thinking he'd grab, one, two. Instead, he grabs 12 of them and then heads to the register thinking he got them all. Not today, scalper! Up next, we have Finn, who also has two versions. Both we have seen again in the trailers. You have a civilian look, and then you have him in trooper armor. The trooper armor version is actually a GameStop exclusive, and as long as you stay clear of the GameStops at the mall, you probably won't have trouble finding him. Next, we have one of the villains of the new film, Kylo Ren, and guess what? He also has two versions. Though, this one confused a few people because it's kind of difficult to tell just from looking at the box. The standard version of him has the hood up, and the Target exclusive has him with the hood down, showing his full helmet. Which, come to think of it, it has a very McQuarrie, Darth Vader early concept look to it, don't you think? The Target exclusive is pretty hard to come by, so if you see it, I recommend grabbing one. Next up, we have the poster child of the Star Wars Force Awakens line, that adorable BB-8. Seriously, this guy's been on just about anything you could put a graphic on. Now, one of the things that always bothered me about the Star Wars pop line was the fact that they all came on a base, which none of the other pop figure lines have. However, it works to BB-8's favor as well. He's a ball and probably would fall over if he didn't have a stand, so I'll let this one pass. Next, we have Poe. No, not that Poe. Though there was that leaked image not too long ago. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track. Poe also has two versions, one with the helmet and one without. See, I told you this line had something for headgear. The helmetless Poe is a Walmart exclusive, which I have yet to see, so I'm going to assume they're a little bit harder to find. Next, we're bringing back some of the classic Star Wars characters with Chewbacca and C-3PO, both of which have new molds. C-3PO has a slimmed down version compared to his previous pop, and of course he also has that new red arm, which we're going to find out how he got that arm in one of the upcoming comic book series. My theory? He got it from Solid Snake.
I see your point, sir.
C-3PO also has an exclusive at Barnes & Noble's, which has a chromed golden finish. I think he was just jealous of Johnny 5 at the end of Short Circuit 2. And last from the Force Awakens lines are the Troopers. In case you can't tell by my Stormtrooper tie, I'm all about those Troopers. The regular Trooper pops are the Stormtrooper, Flame Trooper, Snow Trooper, and Captain Phasma. Now there's one exclusive Trooper and one sorta exclusive Trooper. The Heavy Artillery Stormtrooper is an Amazon exclusive. And then there's the Riot Gear Stormtrooper, which hasn't popped up on any of the store's shelves or websites until recently when it was listed on Pop Culture. That's right, popculture.com. And that does it for the Force Awakens line, but you better believe they're going to make a second wave of these guys, because there's still plenty of characters in the Star Wars universe left to popify. And if there's one thing we know about Funko, it's that they love Star Wars. And we're nearing the end of the show, which means it's time for the Pop Collection of the Week. This photo was sent in to us by Corey Burns of Arizona. Thank you so much, Corey. Great collection. And if you have an awesome pop figure collection, send us a picture at popboxshow@gmail.com. Again, that is popboxshow@gmail.com. And with that, our episode goes back in the box. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you like this episode, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Super Geek Friends. I'm Super Geek Chad, and until next time, thanks for stopping in. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of the Pop Box. If you like this show, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Super Geek Friends. And if you like Let's Plays, check out our Sonic Adventure playthrough. I'm Super Geek Chad. Until next time, I'm going back in the box.
Oh, I'm afraid the pop you're looking for will be unavailable for quite some time.